What's up, Earth2? It's Jonah Gabriel here. I'm back with my 7th YouTube video. If you're just tuning into the channel and Earth2, definitely click in and check out my other 6 videos. They're all super useful and helpful information about the platform. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 more strategic tips around deciding where to buy land. My most popular video that I've done so far was top 5 strategic tips, and this is a sequel to that, 5 more strategic tips, and in some cases it's just a deeper dive into stuff that I've already said. At the end of the video, you're going to want to stick around because I am giving away a free piece of land to someone who entered in my last land giveaway, and I will be announcing my next land giveaway. I just want to keep these land giveaways going because, you know, they're ways to deliver value to you. Thank you for watching, and hopefully in exchange, you'll like the video, you'll subscribe to the channel, and you'll use my promo code to purchase land. Let's see. Here we go. Getting into 5 more strategic tips around where to buy land, or around deciding where to buy land in Earth2. Number 1, look for land class scarcity bubbles. What do I mean by that? If you've watched my video on land classes, you'll understand that there are class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, different types of land. Now, what we've sort of ascertained is that every country, the first 100,000 tiles are class 1. This generates the most income. Beyond 100,000, it's class 2, and then it looks like at 200,000 tiles, it goes to class 3. We haven't seen any land go to class 4 yet, so we don't really know what the threshold is. US is over 400,000 tiles sold, and it's still class 3, so that's not the threshold. Now, when a country is getting close to 100,000 tiles sold, that's a land class scarcity bubble, meaning that all the class 1 tiles in that country are almost sold, and so that's a great place to jump in and get some class 1 land before it goes to class 2, because once class 1 land is gone, it's gone forever, and the only way you can get it is to buy it from another user. So look for land class scarcity bubbles. That's my strategic tip number 1. And there's a bubble at the 200,000 mark also. So countries that have like 190,000 tiles sold, that's going to be a place where you're going to want to jump in and get some tiles before it goes to class 3. So that's my number 1 strategic tip. My number 2 is buy in high traffic areas. Now, this is coming from the developers and the website. It definitely gives us hints that buying in high traffic areas will be beneficial in the long run, potentially for the higher likelihood of advertising revenue from places that see lots of eyeballs, or people are on their phones or on the internet in that place. And then also we want to consider that there's likely going to be an AR component to this game. And if you've played Pokemon Go or Ingress, you know that AR is an interaction between this reality via our phones into another alternative reality, but they're overlaid. And so because of that overlay, if there's an AR component in Earth2, people in the actual physical space on Earth1 are going to be able to see into Earth2. And if you have built something there, they're likely going to see what you've built, and you're going to have higher opportunity for interaction. So they have hinted at buying in high traffic areas is going to be beneficial. So that's one strategy to consider. Looking at places that have high tourism visitation numbers, looking at places that have high populations, inner cities, things, routes where people are traveling, All of these things are to be considered when buying land. So that's one strategic assumption to inform your buying of land. Now, my number 3 consideration is a different assumption. And this has to do with the introduction of resources in phase 2. We don't know that resources are going to be populated within areas on Earth 1 where those resources exist. But what the developers have told us is that there will be different biomes in Earth 2. And the resources will be distributed into different biomes appropriately. And those biomes are likely going to match the biomes within Earth 1. So be thinking generally about biome. Are you in the plains? Are you on the ocean shoreline? Are you up in the mountains? Are you in the forests? And these different biomes are likely going to generate different types of resources. We don't know what types of resources yet, and we don't know exactly how they're going to be distributed. But if you're using this assumption to buy land strategically, then you're going to be buying some land in places where these resources are likely going to come. And that might be a different assumption than buy in high traffic areas, because the places where resources are going to be may not be the high traffic areas. These might be 2 different tracks. We don't know. Ideally, you're going to find an interesting biome where there is high traffic. So number 4 is asking the question, are you buying in areas where other users have bought, or are you buying in areas that are remote? We don't know what the implications of this are going to be yet. But I would imagine that if you're buying in an area near other users, that there's going to be opportunity for collaboration, or there's going to be opportunity for conflict. So a good strategy would be to buy in an area where you know the users and there's a higher likelihood of collaboration, because we really believe that in this game, collaboration is going to be key to uplifting everybody, right? We're all trying to earn something by playing this game. And so conflict is going to likely be a usage of resources, and if you can collaborate with the people around you, even better. Now, there may be the opportunity for other people to be collecting resources on your land, in which case you'll get some sort of residual. And so that would be a reason to buy near other people. The reason to buy away from other people may be that there might be some sort of strategic advantage to not having other people collecting resources on your land and you being the sole person to collect those resources. So definitely think about these things. Make up your mind around what's the sound strategy for yourself and move in that direction. I really encourage buying around other users who you can collaborate with. An example of this would be if you are a member of a guild. Alpha Kingdom, for example, recently announced that its Alpha Kingdom 1 is going to be in Seoul, South Korea. Now, if you're a member of Alpha Kingdom, which is a guild open to anybody who wants to join, you can find the Discord link in the description below, and you can join that guild if you wish. If you go and you buy in that area, and there's a high likelihood that you're going to be able to collaborate with those people, I think that's a smart move. Now, they strategically picked that place for a reason. That reason being that Seoul, Korea is sort of the international capital of gaming. There's also a high tech industry in South Korea. And so a good place to buy on its own. And then it gets even better if you're going to join Alpha Kingdom and be looking forward to collaborating with other people in that area. Now, number 5, my 5th tip is the consideration between, do I buy a large swath of land up to 750 tiles, or do I buy a smaller piece of land as small as 1 or 2, maybe 4 tiles, or do I buy something in the middle? I've been buying 40 tile land properties. Sometimes as little as 12, sometimes as big as like 120. That's kind of the range that I've been operating in. And I want to talk about the sort of different strategic reasons for why you would buy a big swath versus a little swath versus a medium swath. And I think that it depends on how you're going to intend to utilize that property. If you're interested in the property generating a lot of income tax revenue and a lot of resources, and you're going to be holding it for a while, I would encourage you to buy a big swath. Why not? Now, if you're intending, though, for the land to increase in value and then you want to flip it, like you want to sell it to somebody else, you're likely going to have a hard time flipping the big properties that end up having much larger price tags associated with them. And you're going to be much more likely to be able to sell smaller pieces of land. And so if you're interested in flipping properties and realizing a profit, I would say shoot for, somewhere between 12 and 120 tile properties. I think you'll probably have great success in that range. All right, so that's my 5 tips. I also want to give you what I believe is really like a hot spot. And then I'm going to be asking you for your hot spots in the comments as a way for you to enter my next land giveaway. But I want to talk about Indonesia. And I really like Indonesia because right now it's still only at 22 cents a tile. Just recently, SHP, another guild, they had a land rush event in Jakarta, Indonesia. And so a bunch of people who are down to collaborate, a guild, just bought 20,000 plus tiles in Jakarta, which is a highly populated area in Indonesia. Bali, Indonesia has a ton of tourism, and it's a hotspot for where entrepreneurs like to vacation. Specifically Ubud, Bali. And because the price of tiles right now is so low at 22 cents, you can get a lot of tiles for not a lot of investment, and it's getting very close to that land scarcity bubble. You can still get class 1 tiles there, but it's almost up to 100,000 tiles sold, so that's a great place to jump in. And that land scarcity bubble is going to drive demand on its own. And I think that we're going to see the price of tiles increase in Indonesia very soon. So that's my hotspot pick for you. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. That's me being Earth2 Santa. And now I get to play Earth2 Santa again by giving away a piece of land. This is to someone who entered my land giveaway from my previous video about guilds, alliances, and enterprises. And the winner, drum roll, is Dubs84. Dubs84, good job. I recognize you because you are in Alpha Kingdom. I think you just got a promotion too. Congratulations on that, and congratulations on winning my land giveaway. Hit me up in a private message in Discord, and we'll figure out how to do that transfer. Congratulations. Now, if you want to enter my next land giveaway, all you have to do, I'm making it more simple. You have to do 3 things in the past. You have to do 4 things now. Just 2 simple things that you got to do. The first one is comment on this video and tell us what your hotspot pick is. And tell us why. So comment, what's your hotspot pick for where to buy land and why? And couch that why in some of the strategic tips that I've offered from this video. Or maybe you have your own logic to why that pick is a hotspot. We would love to hear your logic. And then the second thing you have to do is use my promo code to purchase a piece of land within the next 4 days. So you've got 4 days to enter this land giveaway. Next Monday, I will be announcing the winner and announcing another land giveaway. My hotspot for where to buy land is Indonesia. Another hotspot would be Seoul, Korea, South Korea, Seoul, South Korea, as part of Alpha Kingdom. And that's it. that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Happy holidays. See you soon. Peace.